Good morning, children. Good morning. Today we are going to see the new topic of the work which has been given in our syllabus. So that is a report writing. So we are going to see the report writing. So in that classification of these reports, we are going to see the business reports and media reports. If at all you are having the textbooks also, you can observe the page number 73. So you can see what are these reports and what are the parts of the reports that are being there, and we can also have the differentiation between these business reports and media reports there. So apart from these, what is a report actually? We are going to see with our clear definition. What a report means you should have to give the real examples and how far you are going to write these reports in the form of your statements or even with the facts that are being given supported with the situation there, and that is being again noted in the saying of these statements, and even though that can be seen in your things that happen, do they so. So before entering into these report writings, you can also even see with the two things there. So you are going to see with the having of these business reports and media reports there. And these reports, what is a report actually? So that a report is a formal statement of facts. So this is so report is nothing but whatever you are want to say, whatever the formal statements you want to give, or you want to noticize the facts that are being given to the specific audience to meet the specific needs. So that should has to be written according to the needs of specific audience. So we should have to see lie the word of specific, because you are making a report from that. So that is why this is being identified as your specific there. So that is specific in the sense that you meet the specific needs also. So whatever the needs that a group is having, or that the people are being even made in the form of writing. So that in the sense you can see that these are the reports in which actually the formal statements of facts are being given for specific audience to meet the specific needs. So I think before also we have been given with the synonyms of needs, require. Then you can also even see what does a report have. That the word report comes from the Latin word reportere. So you can see the word that comes, the word report comes from the Latin word that is reportere. So the word is given reportere, which means carry back. So the word report means, you can give the definition of that one, that is carry back. Thus you can say that a report is a description of an event of a situation. So you can see this is of an event or a situation that is again based on facts to someone who was not present in the scene. Then who was not present in the scene. So that is the thing which has been given under the description of an event or a situation based on facts of that one. So that is why you can say that someone who was not present in the scene also they can be written in the statements of the description of a situation there. So that is again being based on facts to someone and who was not present in the scene there. So that is the thing which is being given. So before that itself you should have to identify the word of the report that comes from the Latin language. That means report ray. That means which carry back or it brings up. It backups there. So that is the definition of the report, and these reports play a key role in any organization. So you can say that reports play a key role. So reports play a key role in any organization. An engineer, a business executive, or a government official spends a large amount of time writing reports there. So you can see that reports play a key role in any organization. You can see when you take up with any organization, you can have that these are the kinds of the report that plays a key role in an organization there. An engineer, a business executive, or a government spends spends a large amount of time writing on these reports. Then governments or business reports of organizations or industries take important decisions based on the information presented or recommendations made in reports there. So you can see that reports play a key role in any organization. An engineer and business executive or a government official spends a large amount of writing these reports there. And government business organizations or industries take important decisions based on the information presented or recommendations which are made in reports there. So how the important points are to be kept in the mind while or before writing a report, that you should have to see. So what in the sense you can see the following are the important points to keep in mind before writing a report. It is a formal statement of facts. The first point is it is a formal statement of facts. Then second one, it should be conventional in form. So it should be conventional in form. It should meet the needs of a specific audience. It should need the specific needs of audience. Then it should include analysis and interpretation of data and the procedure of the collection of data. So it should conclude or it should include analysis and interpretation of data and the procedure and the collection of data. Then it should contain conclusions reached by the writer based on the data or facts observed. Then sixth point, it may include suggestions or recommendations where required. So you can see that where you can see that can be taken into these. The following points are being given to be keep in the mind before writing a report. So what are those points? Now you can see it is a formal statement of facts. So you can see that it is a formal statement of facts. It should be conventional in form. It should meet the needs of specific audience. It should meet the needs of specific audience. It should include analysis and interpretation of data and the procedure for the collection of data. It should contain conclusions reached by the writer based on the data or facts observed. It may include suggestions or recommendations where required. Reports may be categorized into different types on the basis of need. Now you can see that actually the classification going to be given as reports may be categorized into different types on the basis of need, audience, periodicity, communicative form, nature, scope, and so on. The language and style used in a report depends upon who the intended reader is. Superior officer, colleague, subordinate, customer, stakeholder, and so on. For instance, if the report is to be submitted to the superior officer, it has to be strictly followed a normal or a formal structure there. So see here again you can see that reports may be categorized into different types on the basis of need, audience, periodicity, communicative form, nature, scope, and so on.
12 minutes. 12 minutes.
And so on. So the language and style is used. So you can see then come to this language and style is used in a report depends upon the who intended reader is superior officer, college, subordinate, customer, stakeholder, and so on. If the report is to be submitted to the superior officer, it has to strictly follow a formal structure. Then a report may be formal or informal. So now you can see that a report may be a formal or informal, oral or written, or informal or analytical. So you can see that reports may be formal or informal, oral or written, or informational or analytical, depending upon the significance of the information. Oral reports are informal and oral reports are informal in nature, and they represent or they present information face to face. Some organizations prefer oral reports followed by written reports as they give immediate feedback and help in and help in taking the decisions. So you can see some organizations prefer oral reports followed by the written reports as they give immediate feedback and help in taking quick decisions. Since the authenticity of oral reports is questionable unless recorded. The organizations prefer written reports there. So the organizations where you are going to have these that will report with the written. Written reports are generally or written reports are necessary for information storage and future reference. So these written reports are necessary for information storage and future reference. Generally, the reports are written in the past tense as the information provided in the report is based on facts observed or data collected. So you can see that there exists where the reports are necessary for the information storage, future reference, and these reports are written in the past tense as the information provided in the report is based on facts observed or data collected. Then when you are going to see with the classification of the business reports, that is going to be seen. So till now we have seen that these are the reports generally you can have to be taken from these the passing of the information there. Then when you are going to see with the business reports can be described as an organized written statements of facts related to business or commercial interests prepared after investigation and presented to the concerned persons with or without recommendations. So you can see what is this business report identification gives. A business report can be described. So now you can see a business report can be described as an organized written statement of facts and related to business or commercial interests prepared after an investigation. So these prepared after an investigation and presented to the concerned persons with or without recommendations. So you can see that this can be described as an organized written statement of facts related to business or commercial interest prepared after an investigation and presented to the concerned persons with or without recommendations. So this you can take the example when it is described and organized for these written facts of the related to business or commercial interests there. So when you are going to come to the structure of a formal business report, so you can see the structure of a formal business report. The formal report generally has three sections. You can see that this has a three sections. The first section part is front part, and the second part is the main body, and third part is the back part. So in this now you can see in the front part of the section 1, you can see the title page, preface and letter of transmittal, acknowledgements, table of contents, table of illustrations, abstract of summary. So you can see in the front part of the first part of the section 1, it covers the title page, the preface and the letter to the transmittal, acknowledgements, table of contents, list of illustrations, abstract or summary that can be taken or that can be considered in the section 1, that is font report in the section 1. So a formal report generally consists of 3 sections. Section 1 front part, section 2 main body, section 3 is the back part, which consists of the front part that consists of the title page, preface, letter of transmittal, acknowledgements, and list of illustrations, table of contents, abstract or summary is being added in the second section, front part of the first one. Then when you come to the section 2, the main body, you can see the introduction, methodology, discussion, and the data collection with the conclusion and the recommendations that are being provided there. So what is the section 2? Or section 2 comprises of main body, introduction, methodology, discussion, conclusion, and recommendations. And these are the main body of the section 2 points. Then when you come back to section 3, that is a back part. Third part can be called as your back part, that references, appendices. Then you can see this as these two can be shown under the back part of these references and appendices. Front part, main part, and back part. In the front part, title page, preface, letter of transmittal, acknowledgements, table of contents, table of illustrations, abstract or summary. And main body, the section 2 consists of the main body, introduction, methodology, discussion, conclusion, and recommendations. Then third one, the back part, which includes references and appendices. And these are the points of the structure of a formal business report. And this can be taken into the consideration of while writing a formal business report. Then when you are going to come to see that how to write a report, how to write a report, then some common types of a business reports are sales reports, inspection reports, evaluation reports, annual reports, audit reports, progress reports, feasibility reports, and so on. Let us now look closely at samples of 3 of them. Those are feasibility, progress, and evaluation. So you can see some common types of business reports are there. So you can see that some common types of business reports are sales reports, inspection reports, evaluation reports, annual reports, audit reports, progress reports, feasibility reports, and so on. Let us now look closely at samples of three of them: feasibility, progress, and evaluation reports. So the structure of a feasibility report. The structure of a feasibility reports,
25 minutes.
the structure of a feasibility report, that you can take this as introduction, body, conclusion. So in the introduction you can give as the purpose of writing the report, and body, description of the situation, conclusion, report writer's opinion based on facts. Imagine that a hair oil company wants to get into the production of a shampoo. Before taking a decision, the company would want to study the market conditions and assess the feasibility of entering into shampoo production. It is essential for the report writer to find out the answers to certain questions before submitting the report. And just see here how the structure of a feasibility report makes. Purpose of writing the report: body is the description of the situation, conclusion, report writer's opinion based on facts, and imagine that a hair oil company wants to get into the production of a shampoo. Before taking a decision, the company would want to study the market conditions and assess the feasibility of entering into shampoo production. It is essential for the report writer to find out answers to certain questions before submitting the report. Then this, before entering into this, we said about the groundwork. So what is the groundwork? How many varieties of shampoos are already in the market? So that is the question. And what is their price range? The second question. Which are the popular ones among them? Then fourth one, what are the reasons for their popularity, quality, packaging, advertisement, sales, network, incentives to customers? Then what is here the groundwork which is there? Then you can see how many varieties of shampoos are already there in the market? One question mark. And what is their price range is one more question mark. And which are the popular ones among them is one of the question there. Then what are the reasons for their popularity? What are the reasons are there for their popularity? And in that, quality is there, packaging is there, advertisement is there, sales, the network, incentives to customers. So this is the groundwork that has to be finished before you are going to start with the product of the sales of these shampoo. When you are going to start with the hair oil company with along with the shampoo. Then studying the market. Are people happy with the available choices? So you should have to see, are people happy with the available choices? Are they looking for a new product? What kind of a product would they welcome? What will motivate them to change the loyalties, price, new ingredients, and what will be the budget implications for the company? And for these, for before these implications, When you are going to see with the studying of the market, you can see that are people happy with the available choices? One question mark. Are they looking for a new product? One more question. What kind of product would they welcome? The question mark. What will motivate them to change the loyalties? Price, new ingredients is one more question mark. What will be the budget implications for the company is also one of the question mark. So we shall continue in one more session.